Hello from AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri, and we are continuing our video segments for the Land Rover Defender 110 Australian Army version. Today we're going to do a cold start, get the vehicle on the lift, check the underbody, check engine compartment, take a closer look at a few mechanical components for you to have a better idea what kind of very special offering this is. While we're in the showroom, before we take it out, I'm going to take a walk around the vehicle. We do have a detailed video overview that Dan did, and it's very comprehensive and goes over the details, the special features, interior and exterior. So this is going to be a little bit different. Let's get inside. Let's do the cold start. To confirm the cold start, we're actually going to get in the engine compartment. And let's remember this is a special order vehicle, one of only 2,500 ever built with factory installed Isuzu diesel engines. Check this out. Very rare scene for the Land Rover. In fact, you know what's a rare scene? Is when you look under the vehicle and there's not a single fresh drop of oil. What you see there is from other vehicles. They're actually dry spots. So this Land Rover, it's been sitting here for a few days and it has not released one single drop of fluid. An English vehicle that is not marking its territory. Very unusual. And a nice quality. Look at how dry the entire engine is. There's not a wetness anywhere. Well, let's go back to the cold start. Here's the exhaust manifold. And it's ice cold. It's actually room temperature. As far as the engine compartment, what I'd like to comment on, it's a very easy to service vehicle. Excellent serviceability. Everything is easily accessible. You can see all the filters, massive oil filter down there. Here is the fuel filter right here, and that's a fine filtration. There's another filter, inline filter after the gas tank between the engine, and of course we have the alternator with a nice V-belt, but very wide V-belt. It looks like you'll never be able to wear it out. Here's the valve cover, simple to access, massive air filter. And check out where is the air intake. If you look at the air filter, you can see the air filter intake right there. That's the air filter that leads to the engine intake. Again, everything is transparent and simple. Here are the glow plugs, massive heavy-duty injectors, and that is where the air intake, right here. So it's pretty high. And of course we have a Hummer, two of them right next to it. So you can see it's not as high as a Hummer, but pretty high. Okay, so as far as cold start, we confirm that the engine is cold. We're going to get in. The steering wheel conveniently located on the right hand side. So we're gonna make our way there, and there's plenty of room to do that. So here's the key. We're going to place the key in the ignition lock. We turn the ignition on. Wait for the glow plugs to do its job. And beautifully started. Our parking brake is on, and the light is on for the parking brake right here. Let's hear how the engine runs when it's cold. Nice dashboard, by the way. Plenty of room. And look at the door pocket, it's massive. And it is heavy duty with all the rivets, nice aluminum construction. check out this large turbo, non-turbo diesel. In fact, non-turbo, naturally aspirated with plenty of power. Very quiet for a diesel engine. Okay, so we're gonna drive it around the building and into the bay. Very quiet running engine, as you can see, with the hood closed. Easy to shift. Parking brake. And we are good to go. Quick walk around before we make it into the bay. Yeah, it's just a squeak in the back. It has a massive rollover protection. Check that out. So let's step out from the vehicle. Yep, just a squeak right here from the rollover. We'll tighten it up. Check out how cool and exciting it looks. Okay, I think we're ready to drive it around the building. Brake, we got it down. Shifts beautiful. Very, very good. Wow. Excellent throttle response. The engine is incredibly responsive. We had an Arcanic Land Rover Defender built by Arcanic with a turbo diesel 4. A decent performance, but nothing like this. It's actually very, very nice. I'll take a quick spin on our Route 111 just to give you an idea. The speedometer shows, and we're going around the building 20 kilometers an hour. So drives nicely. Second gear, actually pretty quiet and taking bumps. It's incredible. Nice seats, comfortable seats, firm but yet nice comfortable seats. So we're in third gear, moving right along, actually going uphill and shifting to fourth. Feels like that will be the right gear. Yeah, we're in fourth gear. We don't have to downshift, but I'm just curious how transmission performs. We're doing 60 kilometers an hour, which is about 42 miles an hour, right within the speed limit. It's a pretty bumpy road, and it takes all the bumps nicely. It's pretty warm in the cabin, too. It's a cold day, and we have a couple of windows rolled up, like literally rolled up. But it's very comfortable in here. So we're going downhill. I'm gonna shift it into third gear. Yeah, very nice deceleration with the engine. You almost don't have to use the brakes. But in case you do, let's see. We're gonna check out brakes momentarily. Nice large mirrors on both sides, excellent visibility. We're going to take a turn onto side street and hit the brakes a couple of times. The performance is incredible. I'm so pleasantly surprised. With how engine, just how much torque and how much throttle response there is. Yeah, that was second gear. Yeah. I intentionally keep it on high RPMs a little bit longer. We're in third gear. Phenomenal acceleration. I'm going to hit the brakes a couple of times. Excellent brakes, excellent. Not a one concern about the brakes. By the way, check out the scenery here in the suburbs of Boston. We are in our Boxborough location. It's beautiful up here. And so let's take off again, first gear. Second gear. Slow down because it's a 20 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour zone. It's a nice day. People are walking around, looking at Land Rover Defenders. And again, I'll mention again, this vehicle, it was an Australian Army order of 2,500, and there were a number of differences and some very smart deviations from the standard variants, including, in my opinion, the Isuzu engine is the best feature of this vehicle. I think every single one of them should have it. Anodized frame was awesome touch, and then of course the vehicle has a longer body, and it also has a 2-inch lift. By the way, we're in third gear, and we are just totally normal. Went up the hill here in Boxborough. You can see we're quite high, at high elevation, and we're going down the hill using the throttle brake. Here's a cute little dash that has all the gauges. Look at the scenery. because it just, everything is so tight about it. Well, a lot of people are walking around today, and here's our conservation area in Boxborough. We're gonna park and walk around the Land Rover here. Yeah, people are waving. It's quite an unusual vehicle. Check this out. Yeah, you can roll the whole back, by the way. So we're gonna back out and drive back to AlphaCars. Very easy engagement of the reverse gear. The steering wheel is, I'm not sure why it's so easy. It does not have the power steering, but it is very easy to turn. I guess it's because, first of all, it's aluminum body, and there's probably not much weight in the front from the engine. Wow, it goes up the hill at idle. I am absolutely enjoying this test drive. What a vehicle. What a vehicle. An anodized frame. Wow. It's you can drive it in the winter, you can drive it in the summer, you can unload your boat in the salt water. Not the best thing, but at least with anodized frame, it's going to have minimal, if any, impact on the condition of the frame, rust in particular. So it has room comfortably for 6 people in the back there, and certainly another 2 in the front. So here's 8 people, and there's probably, you can fit more people than that in this vehicle. Yeah, turn signals, everything works beautiful. Lights are on. It does not have air conditioner. I'm not sure if you would even need one in this vehicle, because obviously you can take the top off. You can also flip the front window, the whole front window, you can flip it forward. The side windows are, you can slide them forward, and you can strip it down to pretty much just the unibody. And it does have very beefy rollover protection bars. And in case you're traveling where things can come down on the roof, it actually has a steel grid on top to protect. You can stand on it. Certainly if something falls down, that is going to stop it and prevent it from ever making in through and onto the passengers in the back. Turn signals on. Coming to an intersection. Again, we're traveling on pretty bumpy roads, and it's doing very, very, very well. this little light right here. Nice touch. Yeah, we're in first gear. We're very close to the dealership. Gears are so easy to shift, it's incredible. We're in third gear, and it's going to be turning into AlphaCars momentarily. And we'll be going up on the lift. So we're ready to go on the shop lift. We just took the vehicle on a local test drive, and it's done very, very well. I absolutely enjoyed it. Between the engine performance, smooth shifting, very comfortable seat, and excellent suspension performance, it was all totally unexpected. I can now see why they're turning these Defenders into luxury vehicles, and this one in particular has a long wheelbase, so it's done very, very well. So we're going to